evening. This is the Bedford Township Park Commission meeting for July 28th at 7 p.m. Call to order the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Alrighty, not too much on the agenda for this evening. Did anybody else have a line item to add outside of discussing the car park projects and the Monarch Group discussion and stuff?
I just have the one thing that we can add under White Park for the.
Yeah, if it's park related, that's fine. I didn't know if we needed a main item added. So if there's no additions, I will motion to approve the agenda for this evening.
Support?
All in favor?
Aye, yes.
Aye.
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 The agenda is approved. Approval of the minutes of July 14th, our last meeting. Aaron, I got them. I didn't notice anything. I don't know if anybody else had time to review them or look over them. I'll wait to see, does anybody have any updates or changes? With none, I will motion to approve them from July 14th as they stand.
Support?
All in favor?
Aye.
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 The minutes from July 14th are approved. Secretary's report, Aaron?
Nothing to report?
And treasurer's report for this evening.
I have to pull it up.
It's on the back.
Oh yeah, it's just a few different bills. Stevens for the month for dumpsters and porta johns, 2 consumers bills, Michigan gas bill, and then cleaning bills. So,
With no changes or additions, I will motion to approve the treasurer's
this is a total of $4,313.41.
Is there a second to approve?
Support?
And all in favor, Aaron?
Yes.
Matthew?
Aye.
Myself, aye, and Josh.
Aye.
The treasurer's report for this evening is approved. No presentations were listed. I also didn't receive anything from ComEd on an update. I know youth T-ball just wrapped up the past week. That's going to lead right into, I believe, the fall soccer session at some point here. I know in regards to the school in Indian Creek and all that, that paving project is pretty well wrapped up. They paved from the entrance off Douglas Road all the way back through kind of the bus depot zone and everything, and it's a vast improvement. It's much nicer, so thank you to the school board. And kind of, I know they've been eyeballing that project for multiple years now, and it's definitely an improvement going back there. Comments from the public is limited to 2 minutes. Nobody's present. So that leads us into old and new business. The car park projects, I know we've got a bunch out there and listed and planned and going. I'll let you take it away, update us.
Most of them are still in the process. We're still waiting on a callback from the fence company. The last we heard, he's still waiting on the supplies from back order. I haven't heard anything. I messaged him last week.
Okay.
Haven't heard anything yet. They pickleball courts. Still waiting for the engineers and or not the engineers, this lawyers and the contractors. They've been going back and forth and tweaking it to
making
everyone's.
adjustments.
Yeah.
There are no issues, is there?
No, just small stuff that they said that just to make it better for everybody. I think it's like time frame stuff as well.
Okay.
So they're just cleaning all of it up and they'll get it back to us to just finalize. I don't think it's going to be anything in terms of like major number changes or anything. It's just the gray area stuff. Getting it all before they actually schedule it and start. And
then I did get a estimation on cutting a tree down. That's near the pickleball courts. It's pretty high, so I'm not sure that's something we're going to want to go through. It's like over $12,000 for a tree. So still got I have more phone calls out there to get more quotes, but we'll have to follow up on that later.
Okay.
Why would we remove it?
It's got a dead spot. It's not dead. It's hollow spot in the
It's that big
center.
oak tree on the south lot.
And it's
Between
leaning.
the playscape and the parking
Dead?
lot.
It's not dead?
There's a chunk of
There
it
is one that's
hollow.
dead, and then the one that's hollow has limbs falling off. That's one that crushed the fence this last year. So they fixed the fence, but it's just going to happen again. So we're thinking proactively do it, but for $12,000, I'm not sure if it's worth at this point.
Okay.
Right.
That's pretty much all with car specifically for now.
And
So
I know-
the pavilion is still being under, works with the engineers.
Perfect. And then to kind of update the public on the drinking fountains, our last meeting, those were approved, the updates and doing the leach fields and so forth that we need for the runoff. I didn't get an update from Al, though, in terms of like getting those actually scheduled. I know that they've spoken with the company, so at some point here, before the end of the season, we'll have the new drinking fountains in at all the 4 main parks. But to be determined on timing still with that. The White Park, which I guess this can just lead right into the White Park Butterfly Station update, our next item of business, if nobody else has anything for the car park projects. White Park, we did get
I'm sorry.
the parts in.
I'll let you go that.
All right, we got the parts in for the smaller playscape, the toddler one, and that the deck was replaced and that was all reopened, so that's been completed. They've started getting all the playscape like pieces and parts in from the playground company and getting those repairs done. So if any other come up or anything, I mean,
Did they get the slide done a car?
That's what I was just going to go back. The slide is done, the railing is done,
Good.
the flippo, the hippo has been
Yep.
repaired, and those the things that you crossed with the chained into the ground, those have been repaired too.
gotcha.
As of right now, it's
Most of the updates are done now. I think there might be an odd or end part here and there they're still waiting on, but everything that we had listed and areas that needed fixed on playscapes, the maintenance has been working through really strong here through all the weeks and the heat and everything. Going back to White Park with the Butterfly Station, I know you've been speaking with Monarch Moms
Yes,
and so
so-
forth, so.
Apparently, they said they did talk to Pat. I asked her to send me on satellite where it's going to go, and this is what she showed me. I mean, it's not there for people to see, but it's
That's where they're thinking
the
location.
parking lot. If you go to the parking lot off of Douglas Road,
That's the walk up to the pavilion.
yeah, where
Playscape.
there's like the monument there or something.
Yep,
Yeah, it's like
it is.
right there. Yeah.
The only concern I have with that spot, and not necessarily in the long run concern, but just immediately, is I know the drinking fountains like right here. I
Okay.
don't know what type of work is fully being done and if they're going to be trenching that way to drain that way or what. That's why, yeah, location-wise, she may have cleared it with Pat, but if they go and do this whole thing and then we have to install the drinking fountain leach field and trench it all out, that's where timing-wise they might. I just want to confirm that with Pat. Pending that and just making sure it's not going to interfere with getting the water fountain replaced and so forth, I will motion to approve that location, which is between the parking lot and the playscape on the south side, or the
one thing,
east
though,
side of the walk-on.
Too is that they don't have a set date yet as far as when they're going to do it. So I'm going to notify her immediately that, just so you know, we're doing the drinking fountains and
And that's where I would check with Pat just to see if
yeah.
what they're going to be doing with the drinking fountain has any relevance to that area. It may not, and that might be good to go, so be it, but I want to make sure.
Is the goal to educate people, or is it like supposed to be like a highly visible
Yes.
education thing? It's not necessarily about.
There's one if you go to Anstead, right up front by the pavilion there, it's the same, that's what they want to put in. It's like a 10 by 10 butterfly station. It has one sign with like educational stuff and just need to know, and then they plant.
That's a good spot for educating kids and stuff. I feel like it's going to get run through by kids, and I mean, like it's pretty close to where all the kids are, because I mean they're going to run through there. And
I mean,
throw
if it's
stuff
a
in there.
mulched flower bed area with, I mean, the one at Anstead, I mean, the plants get, I mean, it's big.
Yeah, I know.
Kids,
It's
so
just
they're
so
not gonna
close to the
run in.
playground. You'd think that you'd want it far from the playground, but not if you're trying to educate people
Right.
using the playground. So that's fine. Okay.
So like I said, I'll motion to approve it, just pending that we make sure whatever water fountain work needs done, if it needs done beforehand, that they don't schedule to do it until that's completed, is the only
Okay.
thing with that. Because I don't want them to have to dig through them completing a nice butterfly station, then that's where the leach field, where they've got to trench and go through and just destroy it.
Right.
Let's time it properly.
Right, exactly.
Need a second or support for the motion to approve that zone.
I'll support it.
All in favor?
Yes,
Aye.
Aye, myself, aye, Josh,
Aye.
You gonna let them know that's the planned spot pending.
Yeah, and I'll talk to Pat as
Yep.
well. I got some other things to talk to Pat about as well, which also is going to be part of my Samaria Park update.
Okay. that's honestly it for old new business. We're moving right into just parks updates. Matthew, anything for Anstead?
No, that was about the topic of the day. You might want to try to get some more stone put in
Stone.
right at the entrance to the park. It's always flooded if there's any water. Just be nice to.
It's been quite a wet summer too.
Yeah, it has. It's not terrible. It's just you're gonna be
And
walking by
usually
because of-
run it by Pat. In years past, we always kind of did it in separate, and then since the maintenance budget all became one thing, that was kind of either they do a late fall or a spring
And we're talking
update
a
and do
small
it.
load. It's just
Probably
the
at 1 ton, like a yard dropped off, and have them spread it, and yeah.
and it's just the path, not even the parking lot itself.
Right. Yeah, run it by Pat, and he might already have it on the list too. Like I said, I know in the fall, after like mowing season and before winter hits, they do a lot of that.
Yep.
At White Park too, on the walking path, they just they get a big order of stone and go and spread it where needed, kind of throughout. So noted on his list, so it's on their radar. Samaria.
What I do have, I have some pictures here as well. This is all going to have to get sent into Pat. So specifically with the playground, that perimeter that keeps the mulch in, the black
rubber border.
Yeah. There's those pins that go in each of the sections. There's some that are missing, and there's some that are like raised up. It's a trip hazard and needs to get addressed immediately.
Honestly, if you're going out to your park, because I've done it at Samaria and I did it at Carr, put a hammer in your truck, and then when you go and visit, they're an easy hammer down.
Right, and then there's some that are missing too. Like you can see this one here. There's like this one,
Yep.
That one's popped up, and that one's
You need
missing.
a hammer and just
Yeah.
beat it back down to the ground through the season and freeze thaw and the amount of water they get pushed up.
And then this is the northwest corner there. You can see, I mean, just imagine looking at like a railroad, dude. They're all bent out of shape. It looks bad. So, and it's like caving one way. So, something has to get done eventually. And then grass growing through the cracks of the basketball courts and such. So, and then the fridge handle in the hall is broken off on the bottom. So that's just going to be something they can hopefully easily fix.
I believe that one's completely broken off now.
Oh, completely now, not just the bottom
I messaged Pat to let him know about the handle.
on the fridge. Okay. So yeah, that's what's going on in Samaria.
White
The
Park,
fridge is for, like, if people needed a cake, like
or
a
they
birthday
bring
cake.
drinks all day for their event.
Or food,
They
if
can go
it's-
set up in the morning and leave stuff in there.
Yeah.
Or if they have
They're-
food there during the day, it's
They're operational kitchens too. Like I know when ComEd had that cooking class for like 6 weeks, they utilized Carr, and I'm sure she had ingredients and stuff.
Yeah, in the fridge there. I was thinking, like,
But yeah, they're emptied each time. The most I've seen them used is people bring bags of ice and have ice in like the freezer, and then that's for their drinks and pop.
I think like a bunch of new stuff going right in is not gonna. I don't know. I mean, whatever. Okay, so the fridge is there.
Yep. White Park, like I said, we've got drinking fountain plan, the butterfly monarch station planned. The playscape, the broken pieces were replaced, and it's back up in order. I don't have anything new or update from 3B in the fields and all that. It's been a busy season, and I know the registration's out and open for fall ball, so at some point the fields will be back in full swing again and going.
The one request for maintenance was for an extra dumpster. I don't know if that's something we just want to do, or do we need to vote on that to add an extra dumpster for them?
And they want it back actually in the gate by,
They want it near where the 3B concessions is, because I guess they fill it up with a lot of their stuff.
okay.
This is just 3B's garbage.
No, it's
It's everybody.
maintenance. When they clear all the cans, everything, even from multiple parks, they come and utilize White's because it's the central location and it ends up getting filled all the time. It's also the busiest park, so yes, 3B and the events and everything going on at the pavilions and that, the small 4-yard dumpster that's there fills it. It's either that or we set up more pickups.
Anstead has no dumpster, right?
No.
No,
No dumpster.
I don't believe so.
Samaria's is super small,
Samaria's a 2-yard once a week.
and what Carr has
Car
a big
has
one.
a 4-yard.
Parmalee has a big one.
Okay, I have it right here. Car's a 6
Wheeler
yard.
has none. I mean, the Parmalee's like.
Parmalee is a 6 yard, and White has our biggest one is an 8 yard. So
That's why
Parmalee's is the one, but it's probably a pain in the butt to like
go
go all
out,
the way
too.
over there just to dump garbage, you know.
Well, here's what I have here. So Samaria is a 2-yard weekly, White 8-yard twice a week, Parmalee 6-yard once a week, and then Carr has a 6-yard once a week.
If they're going to put it up by concession, then we should only do like a 4-yard up there because you don't want some giant dumpster right there by the building where everybody.
Or where's a lot of this garbage coming from the other parks? Like which would it be from Carr or Parmalee?
I don't know. Yeah, that's a maintenance question.
Because it's one thing to increase a second pickup for Carr or Parmalee, and then because White already has 2 with an 8-yard.
Well, it wouldn't.
Or increase the size at Carr or Parmalee from a 6-yard to an 8-yard.
It's not that those are full and they're
Those aren't
taking it
full,
to
yeah,
White.
those-
It's that when they do their cleanups and their rounds, they finish at White and then dump everything into that one.
Oh.
And that's also the busiest park with 3B and all the tournaments and the playscape.
So when they dump the barrels,
Pickleball, you name it, everything ends up at that one and it fills up too fast. So I would get a call going and I would get another 4-yard put out at least for, the summer season moving forward with that much. And if this is what maintenance is requesting, it comes out of the maintenance budget. It'll be a part of it.
Maintenance requested it, not 3B.
Correct.
No, maintenance requested this.
so wait,
Get another 4-yard put out there and have it inside the fence.
now when you say they're making the rounds dumping the barrels, they're all like collecting them on one truck and then dumping them all at.
Correct.
So if they got the barrels at Carr, why don't they just dump the stuff from Carr at Carr, Parmalee?
Probably
at
are.
Parmalee?
I think if maintenance requested it, then do whatever they want.
Exactly. Like, get
Unless
another.
White, unless there's that much garbage at White Park alone, I can see that maybe.
There could
but-
be too, between a weekend tournament, and
Yeah.
that's the most used playscape. That's also where the pickleball courts currently are. It may alleviate when we have new ones at Carr, but
I mean, maintenance knows where
it's
they need the garbage. That's
biggest,
why- I thought it was
most
3B
central
asking.
park and
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
most utilized.
Give them whatever
Right.
they want.
I was saying if they're picking up garbage from the other parks, then putting it all together at White, that makes no sense. If they just
I'm
dump
sure
the
they
barrels
wouldn't
at the
make the
parks they come
request.
from.
If they had an alternative, they wouldn't make the request.
So let's get like a 4-yard put by the concession stand inside the fence, and then
I'm gonna talk to
That should
maintenance
alleviate
first and then go from there.
okay, just
Just
make
to-
sure it's handled.
All right.
Parmalee,
the sign is in and looks
it
beautiful.
looks.
It does.
If you didn't see it, I saw it today. It looks really good.
No, it's been there for like 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah,
I was at the pantry right on
No, I
Saturday.
saw it a
and
week or 2 ago. I mean, it looked great.
I hadn't
there.
seen it till today, but
Yeah,
I
yeah,
knew
no, it's
it was
beautiful. It's great. And the wood chips in the back, are those the like for the holes?
That's what I want to add. I think maintenance got it dumped and is ready, and they've obviously got to get it spread out. But I would assume that's what it's for, unless they just decided to.
Because nobody else got any wood chips anywhere, right? Those are the only chips. So those are there. So disc golfers should. I mean, it's almost like should I put a wheelbarrow over there with a sign that says disc golfers dump this before someone steals it? Like,
Nobody's going to steal a yard. There's like 2 yards of mulch there.
I mean, it happened before at White
it's happened
Park on
before, but it
Douglas.
doesn't. I mean, more so just
400 yards was there, and it was a mountain.
Yes.
regardless. Okay, so it's there. We think it's for the holes, and maintenance presumably will get at it eventually with
Exactly,
the
because
holes. Or
nothing
if-
was communicated back to any of us regarding what it's for or what. Maintenance is doing their
We had
thing.
said in the past like a disc golf volunteer day.
100%.
I don't know that a whole day is.
How
needed.
long has that pile been sitting there?
Not very long.
Okay, well,
Like a week.
nothing. Like I said, nothing was relayed or communicated.
Yeah, no, I'm just. So we don't know. It's
I don't know.
Probably for the holes. I don't know
Probably,
that-
but I don't know that we just.
I'm
tell
asking. I know. I good. So I don't
golfers to
think a
go.
whole volunteer day is going to be needed or happen.
No.
Maybe I'm just going to bring a wheelbarrow over and hope that it takes care of itself.
How much mulch is it?
Like
It's two
Probably
piles.
2
It's not that
yards.
bad. It's good. It's
How many people would it take? Just like 2, 3?
probably 5 people could do that in a matter of an hour throughout the course.
right. That's why I might just bring a wheelbarrow and leave it there and let the disc golfers have a good time, and I think it'll take care of itself. So,
If that's what it's for.
well, if it's not, it's about to be.
You're just gonna drop a
That's
wheel.
why,
else
like
if
I
it's
said,
not?
nothing was communicated back,
Right,
so I
I'm,
don't
I'm
know.
90% sure it's for the disc golf holes, and I will work to facilitate that happens.
Okay.
Good. Okay.
So you're just gonna drop a wheelbarrow off and hope it doesn't grow a pair of legs?
Cars Grove. We've pretty much covered car. What else you got?
Just the normal stuff, like the doors will need to be addressed at some point,
Yep.
at least the entranceway, because that one is the threshold
Low
is.
spot.
Yeah. I thought about just going in there and trying some kind concrete repair, the self-leveling stuff to fill in the holes. But not sure
See
where.
what they come up with.
Yeah, talk with maintenance first.
Wheeler Preserve, I don't have any update for the preserve. We don't have a full running of tree bids or anything yet at this point, and we can get bids and everything, but from the sounds of it, like, it's just not going to move forward when talking with the township. So not a whole lot of effort is going towards getting numbers that we're not going to approve.
I mean, you live next to a preserve.
It's gonna
got
grow.
pros and cons.
Yep.
I don't know.
That's all I have for the preserve. Nothing from maintenance in terms of dumpster or anything. All that, everything's good. They mow what they mow out there, and it's maintained. Comments from the public? None present. Commissioners' comments? Aaron?
No.
Matthew?
Just one thing I did forget. I am working on getting quotes for different signs that have need to be replaced, but I only got one quote so far, so I need to get a couple more.
Okay. Are they outside of like the normal, like, doesn't the township usually go through a sign company and just get like the?
Yeah, I went through another different company before I knew that, so
Gotcha.
I'm just going to go with the one that we normally go and check with them too to make sure there's
Okay.
not any big discrepancies in price.
Perfect.
It's not a lot of money. They're like $32 a sign.
Right. I mean, I knew we had the list from before, and just if you notice any at your parks, get Matt what you need.
All right.
Because he's been handling with the sign company, getting odds and ends ones that we need in, and getting like number signs for the pavilions, and there's a couple odds and ends here and there. So if you notice any at your park, new handicap parking, or it was tore off the fence, or something's missing, let us know. Keep us up to date.
I'll go take a look after the meeting.
I don't have any other additional comments. Josh?
Few things. For the disc golf course, see if Mitchell from that one group, see if him and some
Who
of
I
his
was gonna
buddies.
contact.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's who was
wanna do it.
planning to do it and requested it.
Okay, yeah. See if he wants to do it, because I know before for the playground they had Bridgepoint Church come in and do a volunteer day and spread the playscape. So I don't know if any of those people want to come over and do that either.
I figured I'd run into Mitchell and ask him, see what he
Yeah.
says.
He was who requested
That's my
it
master
originally.
plan. You know it. That's
He will get a hold of
Yeah.
the people and the
Yeah.
bodies he needs to
Yeah.
get guys out for before a Saturday morning tournament, or they have their Thursday night Aces events.
All
They'll
right.
be able to get a group there and get it done. I would just, like I said, get in touch with Pat, make sure that's what it's there for. And if so, let Pat know, we'll get it taken care of. He doesn't have to have that on the maintenance list.
Yep. And then the other thing too I have to mention, which I think we should start figuring out what we want to do project wise, and also looking at the capital improvement plan that the township has, because planning commission is wanting someone from the park board. I told them I would be there. It'll be Wednesday, August 27th at 7 p.m. They're working on the CIP months in advance, even before January, and on the 27th, they specifically want to focus on the parks for CIP. This is something I received from Bob Miller at that planning commission meeting that was at before, where they had mentioned that. So for fiscal year 2026, there's 4 projects highlighted on here where the money's fully there for us to do. The pavilion at Car Park, of course, both gazebos at Car and Samaria, and then White Park, making the basketball courts sidewalk accessible for ADA compliance.
At which park?
White.
At White, okay.
So these 4 projects the money's there in the account. So we should start getting bids or getting that work started so we can get these 4 projects done. Hopefully before winter, especially with the basketball courts and the gazebos, get those done, and then
winter next year. This is 2026.
yeah. Well, we are in fiscal year 2026 now.
July 1st.
Yeah, okay.
July 1st to
So that's on this fiscal year.
yes, those 4 projects.
So pretty much what we need to do is schedule a cow meeting to discuss budget, where no voting is done. It's just a complete, we get a list of projects together, we get an idea, and then once we have that, we can take it to our meeting after that to vote on and decide, which route we want to go or what's the focus. At that meeting, I would request Al
Should we
or
wait for
somebody
him to
be
go to this?
present, or do we need this done before that meeting or after that meeting?
It'd be a good idea to have something before that meeting. Yes.
So we can take something to them of where.
Because they're going to,
based on what we do and how we present to them, they're going to be able to at least work with the township and be able to help secure some more funding towards the parks and towards the CIP for our improvements that we need.
Don't you think them telling us their boundaries is more important than us just, I mean, I guess, do we know the boundaries already? And we can use that document you're showing us?
I mean, it's one thing to know like how much has been set aside for certain projects. I mean, we're talking from 27 to 2020 to 2030. I mean, you got the playscapes at Carr, White, and Carr, White, Samaria, and Parmalee. Yes, the roof at Samaria Park, that's supposed to be 2030. White Park tennis courts repair. Well, we know we're going to be doing some pickleball over there too, and probably repairing 1 or 2 tennis courts as well.
Ultimately, the township board will approve something in these areas, and will one of us bring that to the township board, or one of the planning commission will bring that to the township?
This is the planning commission first. This is all in the work for next year's fiscal budget.
So the planning commission will be the presenters of these things to the township board.
Yeah, they'll definitely let them know because they have to
They're
present
asking
everything to them.
at this meeting, our input of what we also see as projects. And
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was just these projects.
no, these are ones where budget's been set aside for, but I mean,
money's
they're
currently
listed
being
and
set
set
aside
aside,
for,
but
yeah.
I thought as far as the discussion was with the car pavilion being done, that gazebo was coming out and getting torn down because it's beyond repair. Like that's where, you've got gazebos for Samaria and cars
both
listed.
$20,000 each, and the money's there.
I would utilize that money somewhere else or expand the pavilion to take over where that gazebo's sitting. Like
I agree,
mean,
but I don't
like-
know that that's on the, like, is other stuff and utilizing the money in other areas what we're talking about? Or is it, here's the projects?
Well,
tell
those
us-
are just projects that have funds set aside for. They also have to plan ahead and set aside. So we need
They
to
do
list
want
things
new
right.
stuff from us. Okay.
Right.
I thought they just wanted our vision for those things.
No.
I mean, it could be that too, because the other thing too that Bob had even mentioned to me is, particularly with the playscapes. Okay, on here they have like expected replacement value for each of these playscapes, and those are like ballpark estimates. But if we're talking about doing an inclusive playground, or even if it's just a regular playground, it's one thing to have a guesstimate number, but really we need to start figuring out, looking at these vendors and these playscape companies, what type of equipment they have and how much it costs. Because when you get down to it, when we want to design what type of playscapes we want to have, it's going to be a different amount than what's listed on here. And that's what they really want to know as well at the planning commission.
So they do want to know about that stuff,
Oh yeah.
not new stuff.
I mean, I would right now start looking at the designs and stuff for these playscapes, Miracle or whichever companies are out there, figuring out what kind of designs we want to do for these different playscapes and what features we want to have at them, because that's going to figure out how much money is going to be needed for each of these playscapes, because it's going to fluctuate the amount just by the design and features and everything.
Correct.
And that's something they need to know. They're not just going to say, oh yeah, this one's going to cost $400,000. It's like, okay, well, what's actually all to it?
That's really lowballing it.
Right. I'm just saying. I'm just guessing because
We had it roughly estimated out, redoing a full playscape, the slides, every piece and zone was like the size of car parks
Right.
is typically about an $800,000 project.
Because on here, what it says, Parmalee, they're expecting from 205 to 221,000.
Inaccurate.
Samaria from 174,500 to 193, and those
Way
these numbers are probably figured out before
2016.
exactly, at least definitely before 2021.
Yep.
And even like White, they're saying White would be from 216,000.
So with that being said, and now that we have a new budget as of July 1st, and us now getting into it, we're scheduling projects that we already did with last budget and everything. I'm proposing and seeing if your guys' schedule works for it. Our next meeting's the 11th. We could do a cow meeting at 6 p.m. prior to that, if everybody can make 6 p.m., and then lead right into our 7 p.m. meeting, commission meeting.
I can do that for sure. Aaron, I don't know about you.
I never know, but I mean, just do it.
It's
I
a
was
cow
thinking
meeting. You're not
2
voting
weeks
on
away.
anything.
You don't want to do the second one?
Well, that would
was-
be past his meeting, and
He
if
said 27th.
yeah, but if anything comes up or we think of something, or then he can relay information and it can start leave planning time, and
I mean, we could have the
the
cow
longer we
meeting
sit and wait
beforehand.
on this, the more behind we get.
let's have the county meeting before that meeting, of course, on the 11th.
Correct.
So we've got time to
6
put something
p.m.
together before we go to the meeting. I'll be at the meeting, and I'll be between now and then. Start to listen, what you want to see happen. Look at the master plan. Look at the CIP. Do some comparison. Look at these playground equipment. See what the cost of these playscapes are actually going to be, because I think those numbers are pretty lowballed.
Okay, put it in your calendars, 6 p.m. on the 11th will be a committee of the whole meeting, account meeting, prior to our 7 p.m. regular board meeting. Look over your parks, what you want. I'm going to send this to Al, see if he can attend, to get an idea too, because when we first became a board within this first year, they kind of also had a vision of going park to park, and maybe next year their focus is Samaria, and then we're sitting here wasting time on White and Parmalee and
I
odds
think
and
they're
ends.
going to
It's
go
like,
white next year.
well,
what it sounds
again,
like from
I'd like Al present, and so that will be on the calendar for the 11th for 6 p.m. Okay?
Yeah.
Cool.
And see if Chase can attend too.
Right. Anything else on your commissioner's comments?
Nothing else for me. Just continue having a great summer. Be safe out there.
I need a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
I will favor it. All in favor?
Yep.
Aye.
Aye. Our meeting's adjourned. Next meeting is August 11th, the 6 p.m. committee of the whole, and then 7 p.m. regular board commission meeting. Thank you.